Okay, this is the first question. I'm going to show you how we work out the 6-month buying plan. As you can see, this is a spreadsheet with the question that I set you. So here we have, this is the 6-month buying plan. The cells in sort of orange, horrible orange color, are the cells that you need to fill in order to answer the question. So if we move down, let's move down the page. Here you have the first question. It should be exactly the same here as the one that you've been set. So last year's sales from February to July were 234,500. That cell there. 7.5% increase in sales is anticipated. Total reductions are going to be 9%. Not quite to get it there, but you see what I mean. The EOM, the end of month inventory, is 121,000 £121,000 and so forth, and the rest of the figures will become clear. So what I'll do is go through these and fill it in for you one by one. So last year's sale, we just simply add 2, 3, 400 and 500. Sorry, £234,500. So you just press, once you've entered the figure, just press enter. I've already formatted the cell for pounds. I'll explain, if you want, how you do that later on. But so that's the first cell. So that's last year's sales, £234,000, £234,000, £500. £234,500,000. That goes in that cell there. Right, the planned increase, as you can see from the question, it's 7.5%. So you now have to enter a calculation. The way you do it in Excel, obviously it would be different with your calculator, but in Excel, if you're going to make a calculation, it's the equal signs. So basically it's 7.5, and for division it's the slash 100, and then you just put enter, and that's 7.5% as a decimal, so that's 0.075. The planned sales is, now there's a couple of ways you can do this. You can either calculate what's 7.5% of 234,500 pounds, and you can calculate what that is, and then add it to the 234,500,000. Or if you're in Excel, the easy way to do it, and I'll show you how this works. Obviously, you need the equal sign, which denotes it's a calculation, and you now need to multiply this. So what happens in Excel is that you highlight the cell. So that's showing, that's J23. You're going to multiply, so the multiply symbol in Excel is the asterisk. So J23, which is £234,500,000 times, now you want to multiply it by 7.5%. As I say, you can either do it as a two-step process, or in Excel, if you want to do it in one calculation, you would just simply add, basically it's 100%, if you like, plus 7.5%. Okay, so if it was 4.5%, obviously you would change it to 4.5%. If it was 3%, it would be 0.03. It was 30%, you'd make it that. See what I mean? So I'm going to go back to the original calculation, which was 7.5%, which, as I say, is 0.75. Then you just simply press return, and that gives you 234, and it's already calculated the 7.5%, and it's added it. So that's the new figure. In this cell here, and by the way, all these ones mean that these all relate to the first question. So we're going to do just this first question, sorry, probably up to here for the first recording, and then I'll do a separate recording for the rest. So the planned EOM, you know that that's 121. So I'm going to add 121. Okay. Then you press return. The initial markup is 30%. So again, if you want to, there's two ways of doing this. You can either enter it directly, 0.03, sorry, 0.3, or just let me just delete that, equals, and then just simply 30/100. Okay, so it's the same thing. And finally, the planned reductions are 9%, and again, same thing as before, equal sign, and then the 9 divided by 100, and that should give you 0.09. Okay, so that's the first steps to you're on your way, if you like, to calculating the first question. Now it's a simple task of filling in the sales distribution, the stock to sales ratio, and the reductions distribution, and you have all these figures here. Okay, so I'm just simply going to enter 10, which denotes February, March is 25, 10 for May, sorry, 10 for April, May is 20, June is 25, and July is 10. Okay, so that's the distribution of sales for the 6 months. Now we're given the stock to sales ratio, so we don't have to calculate it in this on this particular question. So it's nice and easy. You just literally scroll across and add in the figures. So I've made it nice and easy. No calculations. And finally, the reductions distribution, which is 10% in February, 20% in March, 10% in April. Sorry, oops, pressed the wrong button. I'm looking for May, so there you can see it. May is 25, June is 10, and July is 25. Okay, so that is the first section. So you're, as you say, once you've done this, the rest of it should all follow, and in the next recording I will show you how to calculate the planned sales, beginning of month, end of month, the planned reductions, and the planned purchases. Okay, so I'm going to end the recording. You can play this back whenever you want.